U.S. Congressional Leader Nancy Pelosi visits Taiwan and China responds with unprecedented military drills around the island. Welcome to VOA Asia Weekly. I'm Chris Casquejo in Washington. That story just ahead, but first making headlines. Cambodia Prime Minister Hun Sen criticized Myanmar's executions of opposition figures during an Association of Southeast Asian Nations meeting, saying ASEAN may need to rethink its five-point plan to reduce violence in the region. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov visited Myanmar military junta leader Min Aung Hlaing to discuss bilateral issues, including ways to boost tourism between Russia and Myanmar, state-run MRTV reported. The U.S. and Indonesia began 2 weeks of joint military drills. At least 5,000 troops from 14 countries, including Australia, Japan, and South Korea, are participating, according to the Indonesian military. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida arrived at the United Nations for the Nuclear Disarmament Conference. He is reportedly the first prime minister from Japan to attend the conference. U.S. President Joe Biden said Monday a U.S. missile strike over the weekend killed one of the world's most wanted terrorists, Ayman al-Zawahiri. The al-Qaeda leader was targeted in a drone missile attack in the Afghan capital, Kabul, on Sunday. U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi met with Taiwan's political leaders in the capital, Taipei, as China showed its fury over the visit by conducting military maneuvers in the water and air surrounding the self-ruled island. VOA's Michael Brown reports.
U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi arrived in Taiwan late Tuesday to meet President Tsai Ing-wen, becoming the highest-ranking American official in 25 years to visit the self-ruled island claimed by China.
I just hope that it's really clear that while China has stood in the way of Taiwan participating and going to certain meetings, that they understand that they will not stand in the way of people coming to Taiwan. It's a show of friendship, of support, but also a source of learning about how we can work together better in collaboration. So, I think that they made a big fuss because I'm speaker, I guess. I don't know if that was a reason or an excuse, because they didn't say anything when the men came.
During the visit, Tsai presented Pelosi with a medal for her contributions to the island territory. Speaking later at Parliament, Pelosi said she considered it a great honor to be referred to as a good friend of Taiwan, adding that she and the congressional delegation that accompanied her came to Taiwan with a specific purpose.
On our visits on congressional delegations, we have three purposes. One is security for our people, global security. Two is economics, to spread as much prosperity as possible. And three is governance.
Based on its response, China holds a different interpretation of Pelosi's visit, launching a series of joint military operations around the island Tuesday night in retaliation for what it called a recent major escalation of negative acts by the United States on the Taiwan question, and a serious warning against separatist activities seeking what it called Taiwan independence. The Biden administration and Pelosi say the United States remains committed to the so-called One China policy, which recognizes Beijing but allows informal relations and defense ties with Taipei. But it remains unclear if the fallout over Pelosi's Taiwan visit will overshadow earlier stops in Singapore and Kuala Lumpur, where President Biden said she has already accomplished some important conversations. Michael Brown, VOA News.
Visit our website, voanews.com, for the most up-to-date stories. You're watching VOA Asia Weekly. All public institutions in Taiwan were hit by cyber attacks prior to the Pelosi visit, Digital Minister Audrey Tang said. Tang said the Tuesday disruptions on Taiwan government units surpassed 15,000 gigabits, 23 times higher than the previous daily record, with China and Russia believed to be responsible for some of the attacks. Finally, on VOA Asia Weekly, K-pop boy band BTS may still be able to perform overseas while serving in the military. South Korea's defense minister made the announcement. The globally recognized stars were allowed to put off their mandatory military service until the age of 30. Thanks for watching VOA Asia Weekly. I'm Chris Casquejo. Until next week.